names. Baba Bilga from India, Teja from Leamington Spa, Teja Singh Sahota, Jagmohan Joshi, Shirley Joshi, Harbhajan Dardi, Karam Singh Kirti, Vishnu Datt Sharma, Ratan Singh from London, Comrade Marchanda, and there are many more. The leading comrades in the IWA movement from 1964 onward was Comrade Jagmohan Joshi. He succeeded me as a General Secretary in 1964, and I was elected as a national organizer. So both of us, hand in hand, organized the Indian Work Association and anti-racist struggle, and also supporting the struggle in India of the peasant and workers. Joshi was a best orator, fluent both in Urdu, Punjabi, and English. And his oration was very best. Shirley.
Just on Joshi, obviously Joshi was already here in England when you arrived.
He came here a year before.
A year before you?
Yeah.
And he joined the Communist Party, Great Britain?
He joined the Communist Party before I joined. Yeah.
And where was he living?
He was living in Eddington, Sycamore Road.
Okay.
Yeah. He lived for some time in Austin, another Sycamore Road. Then he moved Eddington, Sycamore Road, and he became Comrade. Shirley was a Communist Party member. I was Communist Party member, and one comrade, Jouhl, he was a professor. He was a communist. He held study classes. Me, Joshi, Shirley, and some other Indian and British white men and women used to go to his study classes. As far as I remember, Joshi met Shirley over there, and eventually, I don't remember which year they got married, but certainly after 1965. Joshi's father died in 1965, and we held a big march against racism from London to Hammersmith, and Joshi has to go for his father's funeral. After some time, Joshi married Shirley Joshi. For some time he lived in Smallheath at Sarang Singh House. Anyhow, regarding the work with the Indian Work Association, Shirley was a good drafter, and also she was a good writer, and most of the work, writing statements, writing letters, it was carried out by Shirley, and he played a big role in the Indian Work Association all his life until 2011. She died, and
he died.
She died.
Who died?
Shirley.
2011, yeah.
Yeah, 2011. But Joshi, he died in 1979 on 3rd June. Shirley appreciation is that she continued to work for the Indian Work Association until her death, 79 to 11, another 32 years. And great contribution by Shirley.
Joshi also had a bookshop.
I'm coming to that. Joshi eyesight, he suffered an accident, car accident, and his eyesight was damaged. And that accident occurred somewhere in north, over there. And he had a scar over his forehead. His eyesight weakened. And organization, they approached the Chinese embassy for the treatment possible in China, and they agreed. And I don't remember which year was, but it was in 1970. Joshi, for his treatment, accompanied by, because someone have to take his care, Jangir Pandal from Leamington Spa. He went with him. And he was there for quite some time and received the treatment. Also, he had eyesight treatment and he didn't recover his full eyesight, but his eyesight improved than what it was before. When they came, and before they came, the project was to open a art and literature and Marxist bookshop. And that shop was opened on Bristol Road, Salioc. It was sometime in mid-70s. And we renovated the shop, built an extension at the back, and Joshi started running the shop. At the same time, it was contact place for the Birmingham University student. As far as I remember, it was at that shop where Ranjit came to contact with Joshi and some other students of Pakistani region. And there were many others who became. So the art and craft, literature, it was imported from China. I don't know at what price it was imported. And it was publicized over there. And IWA initiated another shop in Camden. It was run by Comrade Birju over there. The shop was running successful, and but unfortunately Joshi died. I mention it that he was given the diagnosis while he was having treatment of angina. They had heart disease in their family. His father died of heart attack, sudden heart attack. And Joshi, He took some care, despite Shirley impressing upon him, but he carried on smoking cigarettes, lot of cigarettes, drinking whiskey, and basically it created more damage to his heart. And when we going to march in London on 3rd June 1979 against the virginity test jointly organized with Southeast Asia Solidarity Group led by Amrit Pearson. We traveled from here in the coaches, and there was food on the way up there. At one services, coach was stopped, and everyone had the food, which was prepared by the Gurdwara, by your mum and some other ladies. Had a good nosh. And when we disembarked from the coach, we were marching to from where the march was going to start. As I was with Joshi, and we was going to the spot where the march going to commence, Joshi suddenly collapsed. Immediately, Dr. Jim Wilson's wife, for some time, an Indian comrade, she took over, and she did her CPR best, and then there came another doctor who was also among the marchers, and ambulance was called. Joshi was taken in ambulance. I accompanied him to the hospital. Unfortunately, at the hospital, about an hour later, I was informed he has died. And that was a big setback for the organization, for the anti-racist struggle. He was a leading light of the Indian Workers' Association.